What's going on, everybody? I am back. I know it's been a long time, or maybe a little minute since I've been back, but welcome to another episode of Krista'S Korner. And lately, I've been having a hard time trying to figure out what I wanted to focus my attention on because there has been so much going on in wrestling between Samantha Irvin, between now the stuff that Charlie Russo had posted on Twitter and Kayla Becker checking her, between these rumors about Bianca and Jade. But the one thing that has been sitting on my heart so heavy that I felt I needed to address it was the Sami Zayn bloodline business. And this episode, I'm going to have to dedicate it to my better half, Queen PR, because if you guys know, she always says that Sami Zayn needs to stay out of people's business. And now I'm starting to realize that she's right. Like, we know Sami Zayn tried so hard to be a part of the bloodline where Jey Uso was feeling it and Jimmy wasn't. And then, everybody was like, Sami's going to turn, Sami's going to turn, Sami's going to turn. And, or maybe Jimmy Uso was feeling it and Jey wasn't. And then, we see them at Survivor Series War Games. It's amazing, he doesn't really turn then. However, I think the first one. However, Sami Zayn ultimately ends up turning on the bloodline. Then that's kind of like where the downhillness started in a sense. Sami Zayn went back with Kevin Owens, and we all know what Kevin Owens is at right now. It's like Sami Zayn is looking for his place to belong. He's trying to fit in instead of standing out. And just recently, we've seen the Usos reunite with Roman Reigns, and it's just like you want a fourth man to come out and help the original bloodline, the OTC and the Usos, against the new bloodline, or Bloodline 2.0, which is Solo, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu. You want that fourth man, but you don't want it to be Sami Zayn, because technically the original was Solo before Sami. And although Solo has this new bloodline, Sami is here. You just don't want it to be Sami Zayn. It's like, we have to find something else for you because you're interfering in family business. And yes, although on Monday Night Raw, Jey said that he was wrong. He said that he was wrong. He should have trusted Sami's instinct. Sami has been there for Jey when Jey was by himself on Raw, and the rest of the bloodline was on SmackDown before they were taken out or whatever. So yes, Sami was there. However, it's cool to have friends in this business, but when you're interfering in business that don't concern you, that doesn't pay you, that's when you start drawing up problems amongst the original family members. Like, yeah, you was Sami Uso, you coined the term at that time. Usi, Jey wasn't feeling Usi enough. We all remember that. We all love that and that moment. Time is now time to move on and change. And the point where it hit me at was at Crown Jewel. So if you all know, Crown Jewel, the match, the Bloodline versus Bloodline match opened the show. Which one I was confused as hell about, because I'm like, why? Like, I know I wasn't expecting it to main event because we did have that Crown Jewel title matches happening, which I felt was very pointless in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there. Story for another day. However, it was just mostly like, yeah, I got the tribal chief coming out, the original tribal chief coming out first, like opening this match, and what? So now the match goes on. The original Bloodline loses to Bloodline 2.0. Yes, they were outnumbered. And then Sami Zayn comes. Sami Zayn gets this big applause, this big uproar, because he's in front of his people. Cool. No problem. Be the hometown hero. But then here, here, right here, is where you messed up.
Oh no! Sami Zayn.
Now, when watching this, right? I grew up in the hood. Never ashamed. So if you grew up in the hood and you in the elevator and somebody yelled corners, that's essentially what corners is. You take up all four corners of that elevator, and whoever's in the middle, you beat them up. Sami didn't get the message. He got half of it, but he didn't execute it. He didn't execute it. And you interfered and ended up kicking Roman Reigns in the face. The same person that you was coming to quote unquote help, or the same family that you were coming to quote unquote help. Now, I get it. Like I said before, Jay is your friend, and you had his back when he was by himself. When he took Jimmy out at WrestleMania, we didn't see Jimmy for a little bit, and then the new Bloodline took Jimmy out. We didn't see him for a little more time after that. Roman Reigns went on hiatus after Mania, came back at SummerSlam. So through that time, Solo Sikoa was really, running the place, which is okay. Like, I mean, it's not okay because he would never be the tribal chief. So, but it's okay. And in that moment, in them times where you were helping Jay or making sure he's okay, Jay was kind of standing on his own. His feud with Braun Breaker was amazing. They ping pong the title, the Intercontinental title back with each other. Jay scored his first solo title. He got the yeet thing going on. He got the crowd moving, shaking, grooving, all of that. And it was just like in those moments, it was like, where was Sami? Now it's like, in the words of Paul Heyman, you're trying to come back to the island of relevancy. And sometimes you have to make your mark and leave it where it is. Like, you don't have to come and make a new mark. This has nothing to do with you, Sami. As much as I love your work and I love how talented you are, and I love that you're being a great friend to Jay, I feel like I have to side with Jimmy and let it be known that Sami Zayn is not a part of the bloodline. Like, it was fun in the beginning. It was fun seeing it. It was fun. He brought a certain type of personality to the bloodline when he first joined, and it was very entertaining. It was very great in seeing something different. We got to see Roman break character a few times. But now it's just like you have to let these family members duke it out amongst themselves. Like, granted, you want to be a part of something. But Sammy, you're good. You can stand out on your own. Like, you don't necessarily need to be a part of what they have going on. You can honestly stand out on your own, stand up on your own 2 feet, and make a way, make a path down for yourself. You just got out of a feud with Gunther. Like, try to get your IC title back. Hell, try to get the United States title, because I am tired of seeing Andrade and Carmelo Hayes going at it every once in a while. Give LA Knight a formidable opponent, especially if Carmelo Hayes and Andrade is going to be ripping each other to shreds. Do something else that does not involve the bloodline. Like, honestly, you need to really stay out of family business, because I'm pretty sure the tribal chief, the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns, is going to have a lot to say for you kicking him in the face. Although it was an inadvertent kick, although it was by mistake, they're not going to see it that way. They will not see it that you kicked him in the face on accident. They see it as you inserting yourself in business that does not pertain to you, and now they might have to get their lick back. Or who knows? Roman may have a change of heart and be like, "All right, Sammy, you kicked me in the face. Cool, whatever. Don't let it happen again." But Roman's head is going to be on a swivel. He's not going to trust you easily, just like he didn't trust you easily the first time. He's not going to trust you easily this time either. So you really just need to tread lightly, apologize, and move on. Please stay out of family's business. And on that note, it's your girl Krista B with another episode of Krista's Corner. See you next time. Deuces.